Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Let's have a look at Monster Strike, and then we'll look at all of the new Transcendent forms that have come out in 2019. And then a lot of YouTubers like to do this, kind of like a look back at the last half year, because in July there will be XFlag Park, which is going to announce some Transcendent forms, probably, which will be very, hyped up. But, looking back, let's see what we got, and then I'll rank them. I'll give them a score from 1 to 10, 10 being the best. And then characters without a gauge will get a bonus 0.25, since I prefer to use those characters. And then my standards for what grade I give these characters will be kind of based on like how fun they are, and then how versatile they are, like how many different quests you could use them in. That's pretty important to me. So yeah, let's go in here. Let's see. The first one was Verdandi. I think she was the first one of 2019. I'm going to give her an 8.5. She is very solid. I have a lot of memories of her character because I got her very early in the game and I used her everywhere. Because she's got the double null, no gravity barrier, no damage wall. Still not a lot of quests where you need both of those, but if you can use one or the other, she's really great. She's got the becomes a pure strike shot, which is really simple, but still super versatile. You can use it to set off bump combos or grab hearts, or if you're stuck behind a guy, you can, get out of bad position. I think if you were like me to start out the game with this character, she would be super useful. But if you have maybe most of the characters in the game, like I do now, maybe she would be not as useful. But still, 8.5, she's good. Okay, next up is Nazca, and I'm going to give her a 9. I was kind of debating what to give her. She's not super versatile, but where she is really good, she's among the best. Because she has the Deity Slayer and the Universe Slayer, M. And then good bump combos to take advantage of those Slayers. So yeah, she's really strong, but not everywhere, which is why she's not higher than 9. Okay, next up was Phantom. I'm going to give him 8.5. His bump combo is also really strong, but he's only got the null wind, no warp. Yeah, stats are really good. He does have the 4-turn strike shot, so you can give him immunity to the magic circles. But who wants to use a strike shot every turn? You got to watch the animation and everything. But he's really good. And then his bump combo is so strong, you could certainly bring him to like off gimmick quests. So like quests with damage walls or gravity barriers or whatever. He would still be usable in there. Okay, next up is Charizard. And then her, I like her a lot, but I'm going to give her just an 8. She's real solid, pierce, no damage wall, but she's not super versatile since she only has the single null ability. Bump combo is decent. The cross laser, and then she is a blast type, so it's extra damage there. She's got the recovery, and then she can also give your teammates the barrier, which will block all damage for 3 turns. Really interesting abilities, but yeah, just I don't know. They don't have like good synergy together or something. So yeah, I still don't use her very much. Okay, next up is Succubus, and then I'm going to give her a 9.5. She's really, really good. She does have the double null, the flight null gravity barrier, but really you want to use her for her 8-turn strike shot, where she can tackle guys and then stick to targets, and then you use her bump combo, which is really strong at short range. So she's similar to like Rickle or Othello or people like that. So yeah, kind of a go anywhere monster, but with some nice null abilities. So yeah, 9.5 there. I do not have her, and then of all of the Transcendent forms from this year, she's in my top 2 for whom I want. And then my other top 2 is going to be Warupudugise. And I use her all the time as a friend monster. She's really good. She's a limited monster, so of course she's good. But yeah, Pierce with the double null, and then the lock on all enemy Pierce Wave 3, which is pretty crazy and strong, and then the delay strike shot. What more can you ask for? Really want her as well. Oh, I didn't give her a number, 9.5. She's great. Next up is going to be Mad Hatter. I'm going to have to give this guy a 7.5. The thing that really hurts him is that he is a Pierce, no warp with the bomb throw, which is nice. But Shangri-La, a drop monster, also has that exact combination. So unless you have a max luck Mad Hatter, I don't know. I think it's going to be a better idea to use Shangri-La. Okay, next up is Anubis. He will be 8.25 because he does not have the gauge. I really like him, but there's not a ton of places to use him. He's a Pierce with the super null damage wall. He's got recovery, which is cool because he's a Pierce. Very strong strike shot. It's a speed and power up, but it's very high multiplier. And then a bump combo is pretty good too. It's the 12 homing Pierce shot, and then the super defense down blast. This is much larger than a Lucifer's defense down blast, so it's easier to use. It can hit more guys. But yeah, with just the single null ability, I can see using him in like Enmeten, and that's about it. Okay, and then next we have 4 characters in a row with the wallbound strike shot, and none of them were very impressive. They got some better stats, some kind of better bump combos, but pretty unchanged for the most part, so I'm going to give them all 8s. So that's Benkei, and then Chohi, although Chohi's probably the best of these 4 because her bump combo is really good as well. Twin vertical laser EL, and then the energy circle L. She's a blast type? No, her other version is blast type, I think. And then Chio, she's good for dark quests, but still gonna give her an 8. Not her. And then Saigo, also gonna give him an 8. His bump combo was also pretty good, the power type Involute Sphere. But yeah, all of those guys are kind of underwhelming, I thought. Next up is a Salamander. He's a personal favorite of mine. I'm going to give him a 9. And then he's got triple null, the null gravity barrier, flight, null wind. Really good bump combo, which is kind of like medium to short range. And then, yeah, there's a few high-level quests that he is good for. So yeah, I really do like this guy. Okay, next up is Nightingale. I'm going to give her a 10.25. I was going to give her a 10, but she's got the no gauge, so she'll go over 10. But yeah, she's one of the best monsters in the game, maybe the best wood unit. Direct attacks, really strong. Bump combo, really strong. Strike shot, really strong. And then, yeah, she gets the speed up from hitting the gravity barriers. She's not good everywhere, of course. You want to use her in water quests, ideally with the no gravity barriers. But, you know, even without the gravity barriers, she's still doing good damage. And you kind of almost want to bring her to any water quest just because she's doing so much damage. So, yeah, I was kind of debating, you know, giving Nazca a higher grade because she's kind of similar to Nightingale in that way. But Nightingale being a Pierce and then having, you know, so many more quests that she can go to, I gave her a 10. She's perfect. Okay, next is, let's see, Daikyo Shokyo. And then them, I'm going to give an 8.5. Their bump combo and their strike shot are kind of blah. But they got the triple null, the Pierce, Minesweeper, null damage wall, null block. That's really versatile, so I can see myself using them a lot, even if they're not doing a lot of damage themselves. Okay, next is Takemi Kazuchi. I'm going to give him a 9.5. He's really strong and he's fun. His strike shot is the reason to use him. Very, very strong. He becomes a Pierce, kind of like Ramiaru. So yeah, big damage when he hits the weak point. It's also got the weak point Slayer. And then it charges up very quickly as well. But even when he's not using his strike shot, he's still really strong. High stats, except for speed, damage wall, null block, weak point Slayer M, which is pretty crazy, and then pretty decent bump combos, even though he is a power type. So he's really cool and strong and fun as well, so yeah, 9.5. Okay, next up is Rapunzel. She's good. I'll give her an 8.5. I think she's on a level with Verdandi. Bounce with the no gravity barrier, no magic circle. Not a ton of places to use her at the moment. Maybe Aizen Myo is the best example for now. But yeah, pretty strong bump combo. And then hopefully later there will be a high level quest where she is really good. Okay, next up is Skitty. I'm going to give her 9.5, just like Succubus, because she is kind of the go anywhere monster because of her very, very strong bump combo. I really enjoy using her, and it's like the more that you use her, the more fun that you have with her. She's really cool. Alright, and then next up is Diamond, and then here we're kind of entering like a streak of like really good characters. Diamond I'm going to give a 9 as well, and then a lot of people compare him to Arthur pretty favorably. He's got the null damage wall, null warp, so he doesn't have no gravity barrier like Arthur, but he's got a laser bump combo which pretty much hits everybody on screen, and then he's got the new ability, the bump combo boost. Which kind of makes him a blast type as far as damage. And then Strike Shot, very useful. It's the reveals weak points, but also gives him a pretty good speed and power up. So yeah, and crazy, crazy stats. Those are like limited character stats. Okay, next up is Ame no Uzume, one other character that I don't have. I'll give her an 8.5. She has the no gravity barrier, null magic circle, so that's useful in a few places. She has the becomes a pure strike shot where she upgrades the item on screen. I really like that one. And then a bump combo is pretty strong too. She's got the super duper flare like Rickle, although Ame no Uzume is not a blast type, so it won't do as much damage, but still, very easy to use and very strong bump combo. Okay, next up is Sinbad. I'll give him an 8.75 with the no gauge. He's an interesting one because stats are pretty good, and then no gravity barrier, no damage wall. Like I said earlier, you don't really need both of those together, but having both does make him versatile. He's got the follow-up piercer and then the speed up, which are two bump combos which work well together. And then the 12 turn command strike shot, which is very useful. We've seen that before on Raphael and Genghis Khan, limited characters. So he's kind of an odd duck, but he's really good, I would say. Hopefully I get him soon. Okay, next up is Corsair. I'm going to give her a 9.25. On paper, she looks decent, but then people started using her and they found out that she's really good. She's got the super no gravity barrier, so she can get the speed up in those quests. And then she has the command strike shot, which is always nice. Bump combo is really strong, actually. It's the homing piercer 18 for that magic amount of damage, 3, 3, 4, 5. And then the speed up secondary bump combo. So yeah, really strong. I'm glad that I have two of her. Okay, last is Cherry Winger. This came out earlier this week, and her I also really, really like. On a same level as a Salamander. But she got a triple null, pierce, flight, null damage wall, no block. That'll make her super versatile. But better than Daikyo Shokyo, I would say, because she's got better stats, better bump combo, and then maybe kind of a similar strike shot. But yeah, in many ways, I would say Cherry Winger is better. Bump combo is really good. She's got the super homing 18, which only hits once per shot, but pretty good damage for every shot. And then the twin dunk laser EL at full power. That's pretty crazy for her. Some people were disappointed because the element of the twin dunk laser is dark, but then people started trying her out and they found out that it's very powerful. So yeah, if it were fire, to use it against wood characters would probably be too strong. So yeah, I think dark was the right choice here. But yeah, some kind of ups and downs this year. Maybe kind of started out meh, but from Salamander on, I would say this has been a pretty good year for the Transcendent forms. And then people are saying that, well, if it follows the pattern of like the last couple of years, maybe the last 1 or 2 Transcendent forms right before XFlag Park will be kind of underwhelming. I think last year it was Ibaraki Dolji, who's good, but she was kind of underwhelming. And then yeah, like Moo and Napoleon and stuff came out. So yeah, let's wait a couple more weeks. Let's see what the Transcendent forms look like there, and then it will be XFlag Park, and then we can look at the Transcendent forms there. Okay, thanks for watching, and yeah, please tell me if you think I've underrated any of these characters. I'd love to know if you found good uses for these characters. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.